and welcome to the Indiana Outdoors Podcast. I am Jack.
I'm Josiah.
I'm Kaylee.
I'm Sean.
And this is the Indiana Outdoors Podcast again. Whoa, we're back. Hello, everybody. So this week is a very special week because I have an activity. Now, it's a thrilling activity. I know you're all very excited for it. So I'm gonna showcase the activity. So it's gonna start off. I'll show my amazing artwork on screen. I'll scan it in for you lovely folks. But you guys can see it. So what we're gonna do, folks, is we're gonna draw on spore prints. I know, insane. You might be thinking, what's a spore print? And shut up, we're not there yet. We'll get back to it. For right now, we're just gonna talk about how to draw with one. So what you got here are these little drawings, these little prints. They're not drawings. They're mushroom spores that drop down from the mushroom. And what you can do with them is you can draw with them. Well, not with them, but around them, like as an element in the picture. Isn't that crazy? So the best example I've ever seen was of a... Don't look at the cameramen. They're not real. The best example of the thing I've ever seen was where we had two of these spore prints as eyes of an owl, and it was really cool looking. I'm not an artist, which is why, as you can see on my painting, it's just stickmen. I also don't have anything but pencils right now, so we'll make do. So you can pass that back to me. And what we're going to do is, while I am explaining, I rubbed away half of my spore print. So these are not fixed on. I'll explain this later as well. So what you have to do, don't touch the spore print itself. Here you go, pass one, take one and pass one around. What you're going to do is you're going to draw with these, or on these. Isn't that crazy? So
Exciting.
You all have CD cases to write on top of. I know what you're thinking. Johnny Cash, the Eagles, Tommy by The Who. This is a pretty cool guy. Nice. Now, are any of you confident enough in your drawing skills to take a pen instead of a pencil?
I believe so.
You believe so?
Yeah.
You get a pen. It's a Ball State pen. It doesn't work. So good luck with it. And here's another pencil. So what you're going to do is you're going to draw your own epic designs on these bad boys. And while they do that, I'm going to explain how you make your very own spore print. Because you can do this at home in your own backyard as long as you have mushrooms. Draw, boy. There you go. So draw your own epic designs, doing whatever you want. So the way you make a spore print is you go ahead and you find yourself a mushroom. It can be any mushroom. Don't eat it, and maybe don't touch it with your hands unless you know it's totally safe. I have made that mistake. It kind of burns, so I don't recommend. And what you do is you cut it off at the bottom of the stem, you stick it in a little container, and you take it home with you. Or if you're in your backyard, you just go into your house. And then you find some kind of paper. I use a note card. It's the perfect size. And you stick the mushroom right on top of it. And then, before you do that, you rip the stem out of the mushroom cap. No stem in the cap. You put the cap flat down on your papier, on your paper, and you stick a singular drop of water on top of the mushroom. I do this with an eyedropper, but you can also do it by taking a straw, sticking your finger on one end, putting it in the water, putting it in on the mushroom. Very simple, nice and easy to unlock, So you can do that, and that will basically tell the mushroom that, it's raining. This is the perfect time for me to drop spores. So then it'll drop its spores. And what it'll do is it'll color your paper. Now, different mushrooms have different amounts of time that you should leave on your paper. So I recommend kind of coming back every once in a while and just lifting it up a little and checking. You're not technically supposed to do that because you could move the print and you won't get it exactly perfect. But I don't care. Okay, I'm lazier than that. So basically, you just do that a couple times. Some of them only take a half an hour to fully drop their spores. Some of them take forever. Now, you don't want to leave your mushroom on there for too long. As you can see in this bad boy, I have this muddled puddle of spores because I just left it on there until the mushroom melted. I kind of forgot I was doing this when I made this one a couple weeks ago. So don't do that. You'll just ruin it. But I got a nice brown spot. Anyway, different mushrooms have different colored spores. The one I used for this one has brown spores. The one I believe Josiah is using had gray spores. So depending on what color spores you have, you might want to determine what color paper you want to use. If you have a light colored spore, brown or black paper works very well. So yeah, pretty cool stuff, fellas. And they're still drawing. So then once you have them all dropped onto your paper and you think it's good, you remove Oh, one other step. I'm not really good at this. Once you've put your water droplet on your mushroom, cover the whole thing up. You see, spores are really light, so the the briefest, weakest wind can move them. And then you'll miss the perfect, imprint of it on your paper. So you don't want that. So also cover it up. I do it with a glass Pyrex dish, because that's what I got. You can also do it with just Tupperware or anything in your household. So yeah, you can do that. And then when you're done, you take the mushroom off, you throw it away. Don't feed it to your dog. They'll try it, but don't do it. Yeah, just throw it away, and you have yourself a perfect little mushroom. Now, if you want to keep this mushroom forever, I suggest spraying it with either a fixative art spray, which is a bit expensive, but I do recommend it if you're going to do this multiple times, or hairspray, which works very well. It's not perfect, but it works very, very well. And basically, it'll make it so that your spores will not leave this page. Now, it will probably kill your spores. So another thing you can do once you drop the spores is you can scrape them off, plant them, and they will be good to use. That's why you can buy spore prints online. It's because you're actually buying the seed of a mushroom. Now that seed will turn into mycelium and then into the big old mushroom boy. But you're basically buying a mushroom seed. So yeah, you can also do this on tinfoil. I've done quite a few on tinfoil because tinfoil is a great way to preserve it. And that's another way you should probably do it if you're planning on reusing these as mushrooms, spore stuff later. Cool. So that's how you make a mushroom. A spore print. That's what it's called. It's called spore print. I don't know if I ever said that. That's what it's called. So, JD's and Lelman, what have you... Sean, as the one returning member from last episode, you get to begin.
Wow.
You get to show us... I'll scan these in and show the camera on its own. You only have to show us what you did.
Did some cheerleaders with the pom-poms.
Cheerleaders with mushroom pom-poms. That's very creative.
That's a little bit of the confetti.
A little bit. That's amazing. I love that.
Great artwork.
Yeah, it's pretty nice.
You have to rate these in the comments below.
Yes, engagement.
Viewers. All right. What did you do?
So a lot of them, I just kind of put a lot of squiggle lines around it.
A good concept piece. That's good. That's good.
Because I just kind of, I don't know. One of them, I made one of the trees from the Lorax. I just put the giant tree branch
that's
on
awesome.
it.
I was thinking of doing that. Yeah.
And then one I just made it's a flower. So just
Amazing.
kind of a bunch of random little stuff with it.
They're really good just resources to do anything with on the paper. So yeah.
Yeah.
Josiah?
Initially, I was having problems because this pen wasn't working, so I was kind of trying to find some lines to get some ink on them. But then, for the big one, I just did a basic buzzsaw, whatever, around the edges. Second one, I think some weird black hole sun kind of thing.
Almost kind of looks like wood
Yeah.
with the base of a tree.
Yeah, definitely. And then the third one, I just did some random, and I think it's like a galactic ghost doing some kung fu in the space.
Kung fu.
Galactic Kung Fu Space Ghost. All right. Well, you know what? That is creative.
Yeah.
So rate yours. Don't rate Josiah's. Be nice. Rate your favorite one in the comments below, okay? Thank you very much. Well, fellas, we've come to that point in the podcast. We're not over, but I do have to ask you. Actually, I was going to save this for later. I will ask about the stew later. Yeah, we'll come back to the stew.
I know
Oh boy.
So let's begin. Since you're all holding CD cases, I don't think any of them have CDs. That one might. The Tommy one might have a CD in it. But since you all have CD cases, what's your favorite band, song, album? Pick one. Pick a band, a song, or album, and tell me that it's your favorite. Sean, do it.
There's too many options, man. Any question. You had to pick the one question where I'm I don't know.
Do you want me to narrow it down?
Sure.
Just song. Just pick a song.
That's okay.
Just pick an album. Do you even know albums? Albums are
I know
harder. They're
albums.
not as popular anymore.
Someone else go. I need to look through Spotify.
Wow.
Favorite 80s band for me is Journey. And
Basic.
yeah, the favorite song is Don't Stop Believing, man. Yeah, it can't beat a classic.
All right. I suppose. I think you can beat a classic though. What
Depending
do
who you
you
are.
say? What's your favorite?
I have like my music taste is kind of all over the place, so I have a lot of favorites. But like my two favorite artists right now that I'm really listening to is Pierce the Veil and the Cranberries.
Mm-hmm.
Two very different. I
The
know.
Cranberries are a great fall option for
Yeah.
a band to listen to.
Yeah.
You gotta love them. Not only because they're called the Cranberries, but they do have like very fall aesthetic-y
Yeah.
music. You know, it's that melodrama depression.
Yeah.
It's a very good fall. It's like, winter's coming. I'm almost gonna be sad.
Yeah,
You know, but you get to wear like your flannel. You know.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly. Like the perfect like sweater weather music.
Oh yes.
Yep.
Oh yes.
And then I'm listening to a lot of Pierce the Veil. I'm going to them in October.
Oh yeah.
So I'm like been like binge listening to them.
Oh, that's cool. I'd have to say my favorite Everything changes, but at the moment it's definitely the band Hers, who passed away in 2019, which is very tragic, very sad about it. Even though I found out like 2 years ago, quite well after it happened. But What Once Was is like my favorite song of theirs. A lot of people like Marcel. No, I'm not a huge Marcel guy, you know. I'm a What Once Was kind of guy. I really like his like deep voice in that. That's always fun. So yeah. Now, if we were to start a stew in the woods, so hear me out. We're in Christie Woods, and we're just like, this is Indiana Outdoors as an organization. We decided we want to feed the world of Christie Woods.
Yes.
So we decide we're going to make a potluck. We're going to make a stew, a community stew that's perpetual. We always add ingredients. Have you heard of the perpetual stew online?
Yeah.
Yes, we're making our own Christie Woods
Oh, boy.
perpetual stew. What would be... Last time we asked what would be your first ingredient into... Don't you dare reach for the cucumbers.
I was snacking
Last
on those
time-
before. I almost-
Last time we were here, we asked about what ingredient you would put in the stew, and Sean incorrectly said cucumbers as
Oh,
the
yeah.
first
Right here.
ingredient.
No.
I've been eating them. They're
No.
great.
What's the first ingredient you'd add? And you went cucumbers. We had like venison meat. We had bones. You picked a soggy fruit.
You just don't like cucumbers. That's why you're a hater.
But you're
Yeah,
putting it
for
in a
sure.
stew. Think about
Okay.
it. How do you like your cucumber? Do you like it boiled?
I don't.
Boiled for a long time in some bone
I think
broth?
I think that'd be
Not
interesting to try.
really.
I think that'd be interesting to try.
No.
I'll be
It's something I
curious
haven't
to
tried
try.
before. I can't really speak
You're
on it. I haven't
lying.
tried it before.
I will. You've tried what?
I haven't tried it before. It'd be interesting to
Oh,
try
you
it.
haven't.
I can't really judge it until I try it.
I think we can judge it. That's where That's
think
where
it's
you and
just a-
I
I think it's just a
differ.
hater.
I will judge it.
Yeah.
Yes. So discriminating against Sean's choice. Let's start over with Josiah, and we're gonna go. If your friend were to throw an ingredient into the stew that made you say, "There's no way in heaven and earth that I'm eating that stew," and you can't say cucumbers because that's my pick. I won't pick cucumbers. But if you had that ingredient that you just would make this stew unedible to you, what would it be? And it can't be anything gross, you know. No vomit. We get it.
Yeah.
It's got to be like
Right.
gummy bears or something weird. Cool.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, sardines.
Sardine. That's. I feel as though you'd lose the sardininess. Although I would be scared of the bones.
Yeah, I would be scared
Yeah.
about
Just
stew as well.
you'd get a little
Yeah.
crunchy bone. Like I feel like that'd be.
Ugh.
Maybe if it was just like filleted sardines.
Yeah.
Did the filleted sardines have bones in them? I'm not a big Dean guy, so I don't really know the logistics of putting sardine in a stew.
Not me either, but yeah, I just for me, I think that it would be like a odd mix to put in a, like a very tasty stew.
Yeah.
around that.
I think, in my opinion, in my ideology, I feel like eventually the sardine flavor would be lost in the sauce, literally, and you'd just get like the texture of the fish, you know, in the
Texture,
meat.
Yeah.
So you dig in that fishy sardine texture?
Not if it's plain. No, if you put some seasoning on it.
Well, it would be the seasoning of the broth.
It's
It wouldn't
seasoning
even
broth.
taste like sardine.
If the if the flavor of the lava is gonna suppress the fishy texture, sure. But if
All right, then
not-
we have to come back to you. Got to pick a new one. I've rendered your point mute, and I'm going to do that with all of yours. I'm going to argue, unless you say cucumber, which would make no sense if you said cucumber. That's the one thing you wouldn't eat. Anyway, what is the worst ingredient someone can add to your stew?
I'd say, I don't know if it's like the worst, but for me, I wouldn't like it. I wouldn't like pineapple. I feel like that'd be a weird thing to put, and also I don't like pineapple, so
I knew someone was going to say. I thought someone was going to say something they're allergic to. Someone would be like nuts because it would kill me. Yeah, all right. No, I agree with pineapple. That would be odd,
Yeah.
especially that texture.
Yeah.
Like just hot pineapple. I know some people will just get their mouth watering over hot pineapple. I'm not that guy.
No.
I hate to break it to you. That is a valid, gross answer.
Yeah.
Sean? Sorry. No,
No, you're good.
continue.
I just
Say 4 more sentences and then we can move on.
I just like I feel like it would like throw off the flavor too.
That's
like,
one.
Yeah, the texture.
Mhm.
I don't like pineapple in period. So
That's only 3. That wasn't even 3 sentences, but I'll give you 3 points. Whatever, we'll leave it. No, I agree. Pineapple would suck. Not suck,
I wouldn't say it would.
but I wouldn't eat it, especially if it was a primary member of the stew family.
Right.
Sean, I'm scared of your answer. You're going to say like bacon or something delicious, aren't you?
No, peanut butter.
peanut butter.
I just don't like peanut butter.
But peanut butter, that's fair.
And I feel like it at that point then the peanut butter would just get like into the like the watery of the stew, and I just don't think
Yeah, it could
I
saturate
would
it.
say-
It could thicken up the stew. You see, peanut butter is already used in like some like sauce ingredients.
yeah.
I've only
Right.
known them in Asian sauces. I
Yeah,
don't
but
know.
I just don't like nuts that much.
Not a big
So I
nut
feel,
guy.
and I'm not a big nut guy.
Nut guy.
Okay.
All right, well, that's valid. P mercilology, me personally. I'd pick cabbage because it just makes everything taste bitter and terrible, doesn't it? It's not the worst option. I don't think it's the worst option, but I wouldn't eat it if there was cabbage in
I
it.
don't know if I've had cabbage, so I can't really speak.
No,
on that.
it's awful. It's like, you know how in olden days they say you throw your cabbage at the wench on the pole or whatever.
No.
That's because no one wanted the cabbage in the first place.
I can't trust your food opinions. Do not like cucumbers.
It's just a bad zucchini.
Okay. Let's just move
It's
on.
just almost a pickle. It could be a better food in just 3 to 8 hours. You know?
It's a worse food.
What, pickles? Oh yeah,
Yes.
I forgot you have that stupid opinion as well. I digress. No, that's just a terrible answer. But no, I wouldn't refuse to eat it if there was cucumber in it though. I didn't bring soup today, folks. I know I said I'd bring soup and I'd show you how I drank my soup in my car.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I did not do that. Maybe next
yeah.
time.
Maybe next time, and I'll bring more cucumbers. That way I can put them in his soup.
I swear to God, you touch my soup with your cuke water, I
Sean,
won't.
do it.
I will mute you on the board. You'll have to scream into someone else's mic to even want to be part of the conversation.
You're screaming in mine.
Dear God. Anyway, so what's been going on with you guys, huh? See any good movies lately?
No.
I will be going to see the new Conjuring movie in a few weekends when I go home.
Nice.
I will not.
He went up.
Okay.
Nothing against it. But I mean, how many sequels do you need?
At max, maybe 4.
Dear God. I don't know how many they're on. I think they might be on 4.
Yeah,
No, they're more than 5. At
Well,
this point.
Not including like the Annabelle and like the Nun ones.
Those
This is,
weren't
like,
The
four-
Conjuring?
They are with the Conjuring, but they're not specifically.
I mean, those were with
Conjuring.
The Conjuring?
Yeah.
they're spin-offs.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, they're like kind of like spin-offs, I think.
Yeah.
Is what people call them as.
It's
but
the Conjuring universe.
Yeah.
Like
I didn't know the
Marvel Universe.
CGU, the
CGU, yeah.
wait, CCU, the Conjuring
CJ.
Cinematic.
cinematic. I kept wanting to say kinematic, and I was like, that's not right. I don't know how I couldn't remember cinema. Anyway, that's sad.
yeah.
Now I'm waiting to see 28 days, 28 years later,
Years Later.
and
Yeah.
Superman because they're both the one's coming on to Netflix in like 2 days. I'm excited because I don't pay for movies.
Oh, okay.
It's too. It's like $15. It's too much. Look, $15. It's like 2 sandwiches.
Well, yeah.
Maybe if you get cheap sandwiches. So what would you rather be, sustained or bored? Because I'm sorry, I don't trust movies anymore. I just don't. And at least in my own home, you know, you can distract yourself with many different factors. Yeah.
That's fair.
What movies have you guys seen, cameramen? Don't talk to them. Sorry.
Yeah, you're breaking your own rule.
You
man.
acknowledge them.
You're breaking
My
your
bad.
own rule. Can't believe it.
Very, very disappointing in myself. So, seen any good movies lately?
Yeah.
I've been trying to see Weapons because
Weapon.
Oh.
Yeah, that's another one. I don't like horror. I won't lie. This is a bad time of year for me. It's like right in between. You have great summer blockbusters, and then later you're gonna have like all the dramas that are coming out trying to get into the Oscars. And right now you're just in all of the horror, 8 million conjuring weapons murder movies. It's a terrible time if you're just scared of life, you know. So it doesn't work out well for me in the end.
Yeah, that's understandable. Yeah. Yeah, there's like even horrific things going on in real life as well. But,
We don't talk about those, man. We
yeah.
ignore them on this podcast.
Yeah, we
this
ignore
is
them.
this is the Ignoring Genocide podcast.
for sure.
Sorry. Anyway, this is the Ignoring Troubling Issues podcast, where we don't acknowledge Charlie Kirk. You know, it's pretty great. So, seen any good movies lately?
No.
But
I don't
know.
learn how to make movies.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
fair. That is our job.
Yeah, I don't really ever. This is just me, but I just never take the time to sit down and just watch a movie straight through most of the time.
Do you watch TV?
No.
What do you do?
Watch YouTube, play video games, and do others and like multitask.
Well,
Same
video
here.
games.
Because how do I narrow it?
Just pick the one you played last night.
That doesn't narrow it down.
How many did you play last night?
Oh man. I
How
don't
many
know.
did you play last night, Sean?
Fortnite, Valheim, Sandland, and other stuff. But those are the three that are just on my head recently. Yeah. It's way harder to sit down and like watch a movie all the way through because that means that's like an hour or so of work that I'm just
Only an hour? They're
an
like-
hour or so.
It's like 90 minutes at the least.
Yeah.
Right, but that's my point. That's my point. It's 90 minutes where I'm sitting down,
That's
like I could be doing work right now, but I'm watching this,
Right.
and I can't
But-
I can't like pause it partway through
That's
to
fair.
go do something and then come back.
I've been having that
Right.
issue, but with video games. I re-downloaded Red Dead Redemption because I'm a fiend for that game, but I haven't played it because every time I go to, I'm like, well, I'm going to do nothing but this for the next 8 hours. So instead, I convinced myself to stop. Like right before I came here, I did that, and instead I wrote a script for a short thing.
Cool.
But anyway,
Yeah.
Red Dead Redemption 2, that's my video game.
Good
Although I
choice.
haven't actually played it yet. I've been playing Wasteland 3, which is great. The original Wasteland came out in like the 80s or 90s, not 70s. No, not 70s. 80s or 90s, I think. Great game. It's kind of unplayable, but it was. And then Wasteland 2 came out a long time ago, and then Wasteland 3 came out like 5 years ago. I'm thrilled. It's a great game. I played it like 4 times. It's an addiction. What about you? What do you play many video games?
I play a few. I'm really into like Animal Crossing.
Mm-hmm.
I know it's.
Which edition?
I have both New Leaf and New Horizons.
That's I only have New Horizons.
I had New Leaf, and then I just mainly played New Horizons until I kind of get done with most of the stuff you can do in New Horizons.
I mean, you can pretty much finish everything you do in that game pretty quickly. It gets
Yeah.
pretty much just to designing your own world.
And to like catching all the specific bugs and fish
Oh, yeah, all the
throughout, like, the
collectibles.
whole calendar year.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever gotten a full month. I think I'm like 2 away on May.
Hmm.
I'm coming for it next year. 3rd year trying. Anyway, video games?
Last video game I played, which was earlier today, and it was Bloodborne.
Bloodborne.
Although I didn't really get far, I was still in the first section of Bloodborne because initially, like a while back when I was starting the game, I was getting constantly killed. Like,
That's fair.
Yeah, and it's a From Software game, so of course everyone's
Right,
gonna kill
yeah.
you, and it's hard. But I was
Yep.
actually playing it because I have a project that's involves Bloodborne, and the basic premise of it is it's a photo story. So you're just telling the story through photos, and the basic story that me and my partner made is that it's someone who's a very competitive gamer, and so he's making through a video game. We chose Bloodborne, and he gets to a certain boss, and the boss is hard, and somehow the boss himself gets out of the video game world and like fights the gamer as well and beats him in one match and all that. But then after the defeat, the gamer, learns some things from a mentor, and then eventually gets a rematch against the boss and fights in his world and beats him at his game.
I gotta love when you have to do research for a project and it's just like watching TV or playing video games. It's great.
Yeah.
It's great. Unless it's a terrible video game. I did a project for Red Dead Redemption, the first one, which is not a bad video game, but God, some of the parts are just boring. Like, you just gotta like go herd horses or cows or whatever it is, and you just do that for half an hour. Half an hour, I'm not killing things. It's very, very difficult. But yeah, unless it's like hard like that, a lot of times it's very fun.
Yeah.
Yep. So, seen any good movies lately?
Back on this again?
I saw Dog Day Afternoon, which is based off the real robbery in 1972.
Interesting.
Very, very interesting movie. I'd say it's one of Al Pacino's better ones. He hasn't been in great stuff recently, but that's been because he's been doing stuff just for money. Because when you live like a gazillionaire, you have to keep doing jobs to live like a gazillionaire, whether or not they're good roles.
Right.
Which is why he was in like Jack and Jill, like the worst Adam Sandler movie.
Yeah.
Which is not even to a level that you can watch to make fun of. It's that boring. It's a rough one.
Agree.
It's a rough one.
Very rough.
So you guys been outside recently? The outdoors are crazy. It's been a dry outdoors. You know,
Yeah, very
Indiana
much.
outdoors is pretty arid, I dare say.
Yeah, it's been nice and warm.
It has not been nice and warm. It's been 86.
Yeah, I mean, I'm wearing sweatpants, so yeah, it has been warm.
How are you wearing?
Well, you wearing
sweatpants?
sweatpants?
What? Did you not think you'd leave the house today? What? What choice? Sean, you baffle me with every sentence that leaves your mouth.
Okay, a few weeks ago, I was like, oh man, I don't have sweatpants. I'm gonna get my mom to like bring up sweatpants next time. It's like, and then over the weekend, I'm like, oh cool, I have sweatpants now. I'm gonna wear sweatpants. And so I wore sweatpants on Sunday and Monday. And because I'm like, well, I haven't done my laundry yet to clean my shorts, I might as well just keep wearing sweatpants.
You might as well. You know, ladies and gentlemen, my dad's coworker, Mr. Van Ryan, always says, sweatpants are a sign you've given up.
No, they're nice and comfy.
Yep.
I think he's wrong.
Yeah, it's
You know what? I'm not Mr. Van Ryan.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, you guys been outside recently? A little arid.
Yeah. A little bit.
That's a
There
bummer,
has
isn't
been
it?
a nice. There was a nice breeze earlier today.
I do
did
like
enjoy
that it's getting down to the 50s every night, though.
Oh yeah. That's...
We leave our windows open, and then I don't have to air condition in the day.
Yep.
Nice.
It still gets up to 80. I just refuse to. That's more of a personal choice. So anyway, if you had to sprinkle your ashes in any public monument, which would it be?
Oh, that's a good one.
Oh, yeah,
I
that's
need
a
to
good
think
one.
about that.
Personally,
Right.
the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in Cleveland. Now, I'm from Cleveland. I never went there when I actually lived there. I only went there after we moved here. But as a Clevelander, as an Ohioan, I feel like my ashes should be spread somewhere publicly where it's inconvenient to others.
Oh, okay.
But it's next to Lake Erie, so there's a chance I could go floating. At least
Right.
some of me, you know, if
Okay.
the wind blows my direction.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, Sean, what public monument?
Okay. Mine's a bit of a weird answer, on brand. I'm a very big fan of Shaun the Sheep,
Oh, all right.
Okay.
I dig it.
and if it were possible, with the consent of Aardman Animations, the people who make Shaun the Sheep,
This is without consent.
without consent, but I was gonna ask them to like if I could just like have my ashes on the property.
On the property?
On the property,
Here's what you do.
or like in one of like because there's also like they make like Shaun the Sheep statues and have like different artists paint them.
Oh yeah.
Throughout like I think it's like Bristol or like wherever Aardman Animations is. And I would just ask, hey, can my ashes be in one of the statues?
Here's what you do. You get a close friend. Now, they need to be a close friend for what you're about to ask them. You ask them to make a paste ball out of your ashes. Now, this is a ball, and you let it dry. So now it's kind of ashy, an ashy ash ball. And what they are instructed to do is to go up to, I'm assuming there's a gate around the property of some sort.
No, it's like his office. It's like an animation studio.
Where exactly do you
Aardman
want?
Animations.
Where exactly do you want these ashes?
Sit on a
I guess
statue.
it's private property, but like
So it's an office.
I guess.
It's
So you
the
just
office.
want into the office. So get a close friend of yours to walk into that office, to storm that office. And now there's multiple ways you can play this.
Right.
If he can get far enough, all you gotta do is have him chuck that ball into the area. It's basically an ash ball.
Right.
So it's going to hit something and explode into memories and love, you know? And it'll settle. Now, if you can't get in there, I recommend having them throw it at someone who works there. That way they can walk through the studio to get to the bathroom. What do you know? They'll leave some Shawn footprints there. And then you can forever be in the Shawn the Sheep carpet.
Yeah.
I think that's a pretty darn good idea, folks.
That's a great idea.
I think you should try it. Well, not you. Maybe you should get a close Shawn the Sheep friend. I have to ask. Did you just see the name Shawn and was like,
no,
that's my brand?
I've been asked. No, I have liked Shaun the Sheep since I was really young, and I watched it on Netflix. I had
Did
like
you not have the name Shawn when you were really young?
No, I had
You were Terrence for that while?
no.
Okay, well,
No.
cool. Where would you like your ashes to be obstructed upon?
It's got to be a better answer than me.
He picked an office
like-
building.
Going right off of from all of that.
Yeah.
I would probably just do like the Smoky Mountains or something, cause
You'd be the smoke.
yeah.
You want to be the smoke in the Smoky Mountains. Now, ain't that poetic? I feel like that's not a bad option. Better than an office building. So the man who loves cucumbers. This man said, I would love my ashes to be spread in an office building. My cucumber-filled ashes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Josiah, do you have a better option than an office building?
I think I may have, but it could be still as interesting as Sean's.
Go
Yeah.
for it.
And then it's going over to Japan and to Toho Studios and to personally request that my ashes be spread on one of their practical or made of rubber practical suits that they either had used before or still using for Godzilla films, and just have them spread it either like all over the teeth of the suit to be really gnarly and cool,
Yeah.
or
That's a real dude on that guy's teeth right there.
Oh,
It's a real
yeah.
man on those teeth.
oh yeah, or just like all
Authenticity.
over the suit as well, and whoever's like in the suit is walking around destroying miniature cities, whatever, and all my ashes are just
And this is,
rushing off onto the debris of the miniature cities.
you went in a whole new direction with public monument.
Oh yeah.
So, how would this conversation go? Never mind the fact you speak two different languages. How would the conversation go where you're trying to convince a man to, you're not dead yet.
Okay.
This is what you said. You're not dead yet. You want to go convince a man that when you die, I want to go get my ashes rubbed in a suit that someone else might be wearing soon.
Yes.
You know, I want to be in Greg's pits. How would this conversation go in your mind? Here, you be you. I'll be Mr.
Zero
Studio
Jaw.
Man.
Yeah.
Hello. What can I help you with today?
Yeah. Hello. Well, first of all, since it's in Japan.
Hold on. I cannot put your ashes on a Godzilla suit. If that's what you're about to ask, I swear to God, you're the fourth person today.
The fourth person? Okay. I mean.
Do you have a different suit you'd prefer?
Either one that looks like burnt rubber.
Burnt rubber. We do have a blown out tire in the back. How would you like to be a tire guy?
That's all right. One of your suits always had some, burnt tire rubber texture to it. So yeah, it makes sense.
Sounds like a plan. I'll let Greg know.
Greg Zerazar. All right.
Well, folks, that was weird. Do you have a real monument you want to choose? Are you
Okay.
going to stick with Godzilla?
No, I'm just throwing a curveball there.
Pick a place.
It
It can be illegal. It can be like what's Skywalker Ranch, which by the way is weird to name your ranch on like the character, not like the place.
A little bit.
That's like if I was like, hold on, I can think of something.
Are you trying to think of
That's
Shaun the
like-
Sheep?
That would be as if the animator of Shaun the Sheep owned Shaun the Sheep House.
That would be
Just-
awesome.
The Shaun the Sheep House, and he just called his house that. Sean the Sheep House.
I would do that.
No,
if I,
it would
if I
just be
owned them.
Sean House. It would just be Sean Ranch. Sean Ranch.
John Ranch them.
What has this turned into?
I'm not quite sure.
Oh my God.
Well, folks, we hit 35 minutes. I quit.
What?
35 minutes.
Sean, you've been on twice now. You've made me question many things about you.
Maybe question
Twice now.
why I'm allowed on here again.
You'll be back next week, I'm sure. I can't
Yeah,
stop
probably.
you from signing
You
up.
can't stop if hey, if someone else signs up before me.
I need 3 fast-acting sign-uppers. Well, folks, thank you very much for tuning in to this episode. There's something I forgot to do in the last episode that if you've seen previous episodes, you might have noticed, and I apologize. We were supposed to not close off an episode by saying bye, but by saying go hug a tree. So I will do that in this episode. So JD's and Lelman, on the count of 3, we're all going to say go hug a tree. Are you ready?
Freddie.
Yep.
All right. 1, 2, 3.
Go hug a tree. And eat cucumbers.
I swear to God, Sean.